Welcome to another quarterly goals video where I plan out the next 90 days focusing on my author career. If this is your first video of mine, hi! My name is Katlyn Duncan. I am a traditionally published author and soon to be hybrid author. More on that soon. I post videos on Mondays talking about the writing process and all of the bookish things. So if you are ready to get started with goal planning, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up because it really helps me out, and let's get started. This upcoming quarter is the most detailed plan that I've ever really had for quarterly goals, and that's thanks to Sarra Cannon, who is an author here on YouTube. Her channel is Heart Breathings, and she created a course called the HB90 course, and I took the most recent round of it just a few weeks ago. Now for me, the biggest takeaway from that course is the mindset shift between goals versus projects, and I probably have messed that up in the past. Well, I know I've messed that up in the past, which is why I've shifted my mind on what they mean and how they affect my author career. I'm hoping to do a video based on her courses a little bit in the future, so be sure to subscribe to my channel and ring that little notification bell so you know the moment I do. Now the quarterly planning process, which has helped me the most over, I'd say, the past year, is the Kanban board, and this is something that Sarra does mention in her course, but I personally do a digital Kanban board in Google Sheets. I am a person who doesn't really like a lot of clutter, so I appreciate having it all on my computer or on my phone to easily access it. Now a Kanban board is just an organizational tool that you can use where you outline all of your tasks based on a specific goal that you want to accomplish in that specific quarter, and then you move them either across or down your Kanban board when you are in the process of doing the task or project, and then you put them, after you have completed them, into a done column. So if you planned out your quarter right, you should have more tasks and projects in your done column than you do in your original Kanban board. Now I'm going to do a quick recap of what I set out to do in quarter 3 of 2020 and what I did. In this video, I talked about how 2020 really had different plans for everyone than they had originally set out, especially myself. So while my quarter 2 was pretty much a disaster, I focused on being easy on myself for quarter 3 to sort of jumpstart my ability to get back on course for the year. My biggest project was to finish my manuscript for an adult thriller that I'm writing, and I'm happily able to say that I did. I finished the draft. I also did a self-edit, and now it's currently off with critique partners. So that's a big thumbs up for that one. I also wanted to keep up with my monthly newsletter, and I have to say that I did. I was not able to do a September newsletter because I was really in the throes of my self-edit, and usually when I'm drafting or editing, I really don't have a lot of time or can't really put aside time when I'm really in the book. So I have to say it's a pass. My writing does always come first in my author career because without books, I have no author career. So I'll give myself a little bit of a pass on that one, but I did keep up the newsletter throughout the other months. I also set out to do 1 YouTube video a week. Previously I was doing 2, but I dropped it down to 1. I have to say I pretty much failed on that task because I just was so focused on my book that I couldn't really focus on anything else. And I also did want to take more time when it comes to my YouTube videos. I really want to think about what I want to say, and I felt very rushed, and a lot of things happened in quarter 3 in my personal life and also my writing, so unfortunately I don't get a pass on that one. But that is about to change coming in quarter 4, so stay tuned to hear all about that. Now I did have sort of a fun column, which is my entertainment column, and this year has been really crazy for me in terms of reading. I haven't really been reading a lot of fiction books. I don't really know why. Nonfiction just seems to be sticking better for me, so I sort of gave myself a little bit of a pass and just wanted to do mood reading and mood watching during quarter 3, and I have to say that I did. I watched a lot of fun shows. I rewatched some fun shows as well, just to sort of refill my creative well. So that's a big thumbs up for me. So that's really all I focused on for quarter 3. As I said, quarter 2 was a disaster and I was trying to be easy on myself while accomplishing a big project for me. I've been wanting to write this thriller in this way for several years now, and I finally had the momentum and finished it, and I have to say that I'm very, very proud of it. I just hope my CPs love it. So moving on to quarter 4 of 2020, I can't believe this year is almost over. It's been the longest year probably of my life, and as I said with the HB90 course, I've really shifted my mindset on goals versus projects, and I'm going to be using those terms moving forward in the correct way. Now, Sarah recommends, which I tended to focus on in other quarters, but she does recommend only 3 goals or projects per quarter because it just is easier to focus on 3 instead of 20. She does say that if you just want to do 1 or 2 per quarter, but no more than 3. So I have 3 that I'm going to outline for you right now. Number 1 is a project, and that is to query agents for my thriller. Now, my goal here is to land another publishing contract, but when it comes to getting agents and contracts, especially during this time, that is really out of my control. So I just wanted to focus on creating the best submission package that I can for the agents that I have chose to query. And I also have a bit of a strategic plan for how I want to query, and I am going to go into that a little more in my premise to publication series, in which I talk about taking this idea for my thriller and bringing it all the way to a publishing contract, hopefully. And I'm going to outline the querying process that I'm doing in much more detail in that series. So again, be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on those updates. If you're interested in checking out the first 2 videos in that series, I will link them in the description box below so you can check them out later. Now, my number 2 is a goal, and that goal is to reach 1,000 subscribers on my YouTube channel so I can get the awesome community tab so I can connect with you on a more regular basis. Now, at the time of filming, I am very close to hitting 1,000 subscribers, so I kind of shifted this goal a little bit last minute. So I do want to reach 1,000 subscribers, and also the 4,000 watch hours that you have to get to become a YouTube partner and apply for monetization, which I think will be great because I really enjoy being on YouTube and I really enjoy creating videos and producing them for you. So I'd really like to make a home for myself here while, you know, obviously making some passive income. So what's my plan for this? My plan is to be more consistent. As I said, I wasn't very consistent last quarter. I really missed doing my scripts and producing these videos, so YouTube tends to reward consistency. So you will see me here, pending any disasters, every Monday around noon EST. I'm going to be posting a new video. And I'm also planning for some bonus videos and writing sprints throughout the upcoming months as well. Now, I already have most of my content planned for the rest of the quarter because I wanted to make sure I could actually do what I wanted to do. But if you have any ideas or any topics you would like me to discuss, do let me know in the comments below so that I'm able to provide that for you. So my third project is kind of an interesting one. So recently I've had my debut trilogy, which I traditionally published. I've had those rights reverted back to me because they were published a certain amount of years ago and I wanted to republish them myself under a new pen name. So my project for this quarter is to set up that new pen name, set myself up in a sort of new author business so that I'm able to self-publish those hopefully next year. I'm not making any promises though, but I would like to republish them, so it's more of an admin sort of project. Now, in addition to the HB90 course that Sarra Cannon put out, she also has one called Publish and Thrive, which is a huge deep dive into self-publishing. I have been looking at this course for a couple years now, and I wasn't sure if I wanted to take it, if I wanted to invest in it, because it is a little bit on the pricey side, but I have to say I 1000% recommend this course to anyone who wants to self-publish. There was so much information in there. I'm actually planning for my first task of this quarter for this specific project. I want to go through the entire entire course again, and I want to make a massive to-do list of all the things I want to do. I want to do as much as possible correctly this first time when I'm trying to publish my books. Obviously, I know I'm going to make some mistakes, but I want to be as prepared as possible, so I'm going to make a big to-do list. And when I do my recap of this quarter in the first quarter of next year, I'm going to let you know a little more detail of what I did, what tasks I accomplished in this quarter toward this project. So those are my goals for this quarter. I want to send a huge thank you to Sarra Cannon for creating these courses. She blows my mind in so many ways when it comes to helping out the writing community and also creating some really awesome content that writers at any stage can use. So let me know what you're planning to do in the next quarter in the comments below. I'd love to hear what you're up to. Also, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe and ring that little notification bell so you know the next time I upload, and I'll see you soon.